Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Swingdom. I'm Ben. I've been working on my videos for the last few weeks, and one of the things that I've hated doing is I've got the shot tracer app on my phone, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It always takes a lot of time, and I always have to fix it. So one of the things I figured out over the last few weeks is how to put a shot tracer into Premiere Pro. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that quickly, just because it's fun, it's easy. So I've got a file lined up. It is a phone capture of me hitting my hybrid off the tee at the fifth hole on Silith. I want to say it's the fifth hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And so I know that I hit it left to right. I'm going to import this into my timeline. And I'm actually going to just sort of make this screen as big as I can. Right now I'm in the effects suite. I like the effects suite for this particularly because it's easy enough to do. And when I want to control it, you can use the arrows on your keyboard. I like to use the scroll on my mouse. It's just a lot faster for me. So right now, as you can see, that's it to fit. I'm going to expand this so I can see when I hit the ball. And it's going to be right there. I can see the audio track, and I'm going to just put a mark there just so that I know on the timeline up here and the timeline down here, that is where it is. So what I like to do then is I like to put this to about 50%, and then what I do is I use my scroll, and I follow the ball. I like to sort of see what the trajectory is. So this is going to be, ooh, that's a really, really, really big fade. I don't know if you can see the ball. The ball is just right there. And it's going to keep going, keep going, keep going. It's hanging up here for a bit. And then it is going to drop down. I know that it lands because of the way I played it. I know that it landed somewhere right around here. Can I see it? Let's go into 200. Does anybody see a golf ball? I feel like I say that a lot when I'm on the golf course, so I might as well be saying it here. Nope, those are raindrops. Those are not. That's not the golf ball. So, okay, so let me go back to my fit. I know where my fit is. I know the golf ball, if I bring this back, I know the golf ball gets to about this height before landing here. So what I do is I bring it back to my mark, right where I hit the golf ball, and then I'm going to use the pen tool. You can use the P as a hotkey. I just clicked on it so that I can show you guys where it is, and I'll click on the ball, right? Then you'll see that my essential graphics come up. I turn off the fill. I'll leave the fill on just to show you what it looks like, but if I leave the fill on, I click over here where the ball lands, and then if I drag it down, I can create my shot shape. So if you have fill on, you get this big gray area. So what I like to do, I'm just going to Control Z, get rid of that. Get fill, go to stroke, click on this. I like doing it in bright green. Bright green, there it is. I know that I like my line to be 20 pixels wide. And so I know that it lands somewhere over here. So I'm going to do that. And then I've got my line. I've got my shape. I know that it gets somewhere up here. The problem is now if you click on it again, you just sort of get weird extra lines. So let's get rid of that line. What you have to then do is go to 10%. If you click on the graphic with the pen tool, you should be able to adjust it now like this. So I've got that. And that's my shot shape. That's where the ball is hit. That's where it lands. You can see down here that the graphic starts basically where the mark is, and you can adjust it. It starts off, I think it's 10 seconds, 5 seconds it does. Let's say, I think it does 7 seconds. I don't really know. I can in out. I don't really mind doing it. So I think it's about 7 seconds. That's fine. That's about what it is anyway. Go back here, and I'll go back to fit so you can see the trajectory. You can see the line. And now this is my favorite part. I go back to my regular tools. I go over here to Effects Control. Let me bring the opacity down to 50 just so you can sort of see through it. You can still see the line. The line is still there, but it makes that tracer tool look. That's what everybody sort of likes. So I do that. I'm going to go over here to masking. So I'm going to create a circular mask just because I prefer it. I'm going to move it down. And I'm going to hide the line, but basically get as close to the line as I can. And then I'm going to click on Mask Path. So what this does is this creates, every time I make a new bubble in a new frame, it will show that bubble. So what I like to do is, well, you got to click back on Mask so you can see what you're working on. And then I use the scroll. So if I scroll down, it moves forward. And then here, if I'm in Mask Path, I can do that. What I like to do is sort of suck this side in, because I know that the trajectory already is going to be a bit fun. You always get some sort of weird, fun shape out of it. Keep scrolling down. I know that I'm going to hit my trajectory right there. So I'm going to give another square there. And I'm going to reach the top of my trajectory, which is right about there. So that is going to be my first bit of my golf shot. Okay? And then I like to do my golf shots in 3 parts. One is basically from the club to the pinnacle of my trajectory. Then I know that it hangs at my trajectory for another second or two. So what I do is I create the height of my trajectory. And then if you see here, you can adjust how long that takes. So you can go, okay, it gets up there, and then, oh, that went backwards. I do not want that to go backwards. Let me change that. Let me adjust that. Hopefully this is, there you go. No, I want that on that side. There you go. I need you there. I need you there. And let's go back. Let's redo this. Follows it up. Hangs in the trajectory, and then it stops. And then my third bit is going to be it landing. So I like to put a dot there. Every time you use your pen tool to create a square, it's another point that you can drag. So if you drag it there, that will be all of your, so from point to point, it goes, it basically follows your mask path. So you can adjust how long it stays in the air, and how long it takes to come down. If I wanted to come down a bit longer, I can drag that out. Again, these are my 3 parts. So I've got up in the air is here. That's basically my hit to the top of the trajectory. Top of the trajectory is there, and then its path down is from here to here. And then basically you can slide these around and adjust your path. You can't adjust your path. You can adjust the time it spends in the air. So like that, I saw was a bit slow. I can bring that back. Impact to the top, that's a bit better. It's going to hang up in the air, and then it's going to keep sliding to the right. And then once you get to the end, you can make that sit out as far as you want just by extending it. So this will be the full shot. And you could perfect this, practice it as much as you want. The nice thing is that if you're doing this yourself, number 1, it's free. Number 2, it's incredibly easy. I didn't realize I can figure this out quite as quickly as I did, but it's gone. And I'm not the most tech-savvy person out there, but I figured this out. The other thing is, if the camera's moving, you can adjust your position, which I find to be incredibly useful. So, say the camera's moving a little bit, because I've got Cousin Adam or Dan on the camera. This is it, and it will move back into position at some point. No, let me add another point there then. There you go. And let's just do that and that. So you can get the graphic to move as well. And you will see now that I've gone past this dot on the left, it will move to where it is on the right. I know that doesn't really help unless your camera's moving, which it isn't in this case, but if your camera is moving, it's pretty helpful. Let me clear these, get rid of that entirely, and there you go. that is, from start to finish, how to create your own shot shape and trajectory line, shot tracer, all the good words. I hope you enjoyed doing this on my super fade, my Brooks Koepka power fade. So thank you guys for watching. I sincerely appreciate it. Check out the rest of the videos on the Swingdom, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
You've been watching the Swingdom. Give us a thumbs up, smash subscribe, ring the bell for notifications.